What's up, y'all? It's your girl, Let's Tyra, back again with another smoke sesh. I'm inside my room today. I'm not in the living room, but yeah, let's just get into the smoke sesh. Ain't no but the story time. We about to get into. Is we gonna get into story time? Should we do a story time? I do need to start doing story times. Like, y'all, I got a lot of junk that happened in my life that I need to just talk about. But you know, it was one story time, right? I was gonna do because I was talking to my friend. Well, I was talking with my friend, and we was talking about treats. So this is gonna be a story time when I met a good treat, y'all. A good treat. Lucky. Okay, so cool, boom. I was working. Yeah, I forgot. I was working at. Y'all ever just be like getting ready to tell a story and you just be thinking about parts of your life and you was like, damn, I was really living like that. Yeah, that definitely be happening to me most times. But story time when I had that good ass trick that I let get away that I should never let got away. And yeah. And then how about when I let him get away, he got a girlfriend. Like it. So yeah. Boom. Okay, so y'all, I was working at a smoke shop. And one night I was trying to hit commission. And I was just like $300 some away. Like literally from my commission goal. I'm like, oh, check on the eat. Like if I get my next man, not even man, like if I get the next person in here, I'm like, bro, I'm going to talk their head off. Like I'm going to do this. Oh Lord and behold. Some big nigga came in. He had 2 Molly heads with him. And I specifically say Molly because they was crackheads, but they was both heads, okay? And they kept asking me like, oh, like, do you know about vaporizers? I'm like, oh yeah, I know about all this stuff. So then, you know, when he first came in, I had a guy working with me because at this time I already had been robbed in a smoke shop. And I was telling him like, yeah, I'm not working unless I got a guy with me. So boom. So the guy, we both would get commission. So he was like, okay, girls come in, you give me the girls. Guys come in, you get the guys. Like, that's how we were doing. So, boom, he was like, hey, get him, because he kept looking at me. So, boom, y'all, that day I was fine as fuck. Like, it was just so perfect. Like, I was cute as hell to the T. So, boom. You know, he came in and I'm just trying to sell, you know, I'm talking. So he was like, oh, I love your voice or whatever. I was like, oh, thank you. I was like, but I can keep talking to you on my voice. I was like, about these products. So he was like, anything you name and you tell me to get, I get it. And he was like, you can get something for yourself. So I'm like, yeah. I was like, I just need you to get $300 worth of stuff to get my commission. He was like, make it 6. Clock it, come here. Get the fuck here. So boom, y'all. So boom, I'm ringing up dead shit. Like I know the prices of the back of my hands in the store, so I'm getting them what they want, and I'm just ding ding ding. Y'all, he walked out with 3 book bags with like scales, cause he was a big time plug. Like I said, we're gonna get to the story time. So boom. So like I say, okay, so boom, he did all this. Yeah, so he was going out to a hotel that was literally by the job. Like, you take the back road, you be on the back of International. So I'm like, oh, okay. So he was like, yeah, you know, we hanging out here tonight. You can come. I'm like, to a hotel? Nah, it's not my type of thing. So he was like, okay, well, how about I could just take you out tonight? I'm like, you too pressy about tonight. I'm like, I ain't on that. So moon bypass, he came back to the job the next day. I wasn't working. I was at another side of the shop, right? I was on the other side of a different shop. But the guy that I was working with, he worked there. So he was like, hey, she had the other store. Like, let me give you the location. He came to that store. He cashed out again. So I'm like, what's up? I'm like, he was like, man, you ain't even let me get your number. So I'm like, oh, you're right. So he was like, what you need today? I'm like, shit, we can try to meet that commission again if you got it like that. He was like, whatever you need. So I'm like, okay, boom. I turned the computer around. I'm like, I'm showing him my numbers. I was like, you see this? I got to get this in order to get my paycheck, right? So he was like, what you trying to get your paycheck like? So I'm like, oh, I normally try to do like $1,300 every week because, like I say, with commission, you can get it. Yeah. was like 13. Man, pulled out wads of cash. I'm like, so I recorded, like, y'all wish I had my old phone. So I recorded and I sent it to dude. I was like, bro, just look who just cashed out on me. So boom, y'all, every time I work, we would call this man just so he can come buy a bunch of shit. Like, every time. Loved it. So boom. Like I say, so I got his number after, like, the next day he came back. Mind y'all, he wasn't from here. He was actually just doing his business here. So boom, he was like, yeah, have a seat. Have a seat. Thank you. So boom, he was like, yeah. He was like, oh yeah, you smoke? I'm like, yeah, I smoke. My job, the dude that was at the other store, like I said, the man came back like 2 times a day because he bought me lunch. And then the first time, like I said, he came, he gave me the money or whatever. So boom, dude pulled up that was with me with him that day at the store. So he was taking his break and he came down there with me. So he was like, oh, like, y'all must be real close or something. I'm like, yeah, you know, he always helped me out. Like, he been here, like, when I got robbed at the store, whatever. So, you know, I was like, this, like, one of my closest friends at the time. So he was like, girl, you better pimp this nigga. Like, bitch, you better, He was like, he already spending, bitch. You ain't get him that coochie yet. Like, what? So he was like, bitch, you better, Like, he was talking me through it. Like, what? So I'm like, okay, cool. So boom, dude was like, oh yeah, I need somebody with some gas. I'm like, what you need? He was like, I ain't on that zip and shit. Like, I move like this. So the dude, the co-worker, he was like, shit, you talking to a bitch that move weight. You talking to a bitch that da-da-da. I'm like, bro, like, we don't talk like that. Like, calm that shit down. Like, bitch, he a Florida nigga. He from Fort Lauderdale way. I'm Orlando, Florida, bitch. You a Louisiana nigga. Shut the fuck up, bitch. I didn't give a fuck. God forgive me. So I'm just like, y'all want to take this nose ring out because it's irritating me. So boom. I was just like, boy, shut up. Like, you telling all my business. So I was doing some shit at the time. Like, I ain't gonna lie. I was moving that shit. I was. So I called. I'm like, hey. I called my homegirl. I'm like, hey, I need your husband again. She was like, damn, sis, already? She was like, you got rid of that? I'm like, nah, I need somebody. I need you here now for this nigga. He need 3 of them. Like, bitch, now. So she was like, oh, wait, cool, bitch, we on the wave. Maybe the transaction, cool. He slid me one of the bags. I'm like, come on. I'm like, I already got my shit. I'm pushing this shit out now. Like, what you mean? He was like, I ain't get another one. Huh? Bring me that. So, boom. This is the time that I finally, this was like a week later, I decided, okay, I'm gonna go out with the man. Like, he's just been spending all his money on me. Y'all, he was taking care of me real fucking good. Like, when I say best trick of my life, take care of me real good. So, boom. Well, I can't say he was the best. Because I was about to say my baby daddy, but I was with the nigga. So, it wasn't even like he was tricking. This nigga and me wasn't together. And it wasn't like we was planning on being together. He was just like, I really just want you to have fun. So, I'm like, okay, good. And that's what he was doing. So, boom, like, we went out. Every time we went out, I'm sending you X amount of money. It was no less than like $300 to $500 that he'll send on a daily. So he'd be like, I'm sending you 3, go get the outfit, go get your nails done, go get your hair done. Like, we going out tonight, we going out to the show, we going out to this, we going out to that. Y'all, when I tell you, he had me living my fucking life. But where I draw the line was when the fuck nigga was trying to get me to go to his hometown. Now, he trying to get me to go to his hometown. But he was like, we not driving. The truck's gonna come pick us up. So I'm like, what truck? He was like, oh yeah, I ordered us a little nice little black truck. Oh, we gonna do this, we gonna do that. I got the seats reservation for y'all. Cause it was me, his homeboy, and his homeboy lady. So it was like a double date type shit. So he was like, I already got the seats, you know, showed me tickets. And I backed the fuck out and I lost that good ass trick. And y'all, I backed out because my mom was like, oh, I need you to babysit. And I kept telling her, I was like, oh, no, I got my nephew. Mind you, this was like some whole family shit that was going on. But I'm down for my family at the end of the day. And I feel like that kind of be like my biggest downfalls in relationships. I don't give a fuck. Bitch, my family come first. No nigga, no dick, no nothing come first before my family. So, yeah. Boom. So he was just like, shorty, like, you really gonna put this off? go babysit? Like, you gotta be tripping. I'm like, yeah, but you know, it's really like that. Like, I got to have a seat. So boom. So I was like, Tyson, sit down. Thank you. Yeah, I can hear when he's rocking his damn chair. When he rock his chair, he letting me know that he want to get out. But I don't like when he rock his chair for the simple fact, nigga, you can fall. Like, don't do that. So boom, like I say, me and the dude, he was just like, oh, like, you really gonna put this off for a baby? Like, girl, this is like, we had a full night out. Like, when I tell y'all a whole night plan, it was just so beautiful. Like, it was so romantic. From like the start of our day leading up to that night, it was just everything. But then when that night came and I was supposed to go, I was just like, nah. So boom, he was just like, he called my phone and he was like, real deal, like, hurt. Like, you could hear this nigga hurt. He was like, bro, I'm gonna show you off to the film. Like, girl, you like, it wasn't even supposed to be nothing like this because you so young. But like, I'm real deal fucking with you. So I'm like, oh, my bad. So boom, I give it like a month's time. And I ain't text him like that first week because I'm like, okay, cool. He might be a little mad. He still sending me a little money. He just like, I'm not mad at you, but if you still want to hang out, Link, I'll be in town. Or you can come up. I'm like, I'm not coming up, but you can come in town. So he was like, okay, cool. Like, I'll come in town. So he came into town. Like, we chilled again. That time we actually got a room. Mind y'all, this man never did want to fuck. Never. Like, it was, he just wanted attention, love, and affection. Like, he wanted us to go out. He wanted us to hold hands, hug. He might peck me on the cheek, but also, so, like I said, he was a big nigga, like, for his fat, but also he was handsome, so it was nothing to be embarrassed about. Y'all get, sometimes it might be like, I hate that nose ring. This bitch always falling. So anyways, y'all get like, girls might get a little triggered, them bitches might be ugly. So that, yeah, we not gonna clock that tea. So yeah, but like I said, he was across the board. So boom, y'all. After that little week, like I said, after me not fucking with him, like going up out that way. Like I said, we chilled for that week. And then he was just like, oh, like, you gonna be my girlfriend or what? At this point, we could stop it. So I'm like, yeah, nah, he tripping. So I cut that shit off. I did try to contact him just to see, like, because I went to his city. So when I went up there to his way, I contacted him. Yeah, the man told me he was in a relationship. I about boohoo fucking cried. I wanted to fucking cry. Cause like, bitch, how you gonna move on from me? Like, bitch, I was young and turned. Like, bitch, you loved it here. And bitch, he ain't love it too much cause nigga moved the fuck on, bitch. Yeah, clock it. Thump my ass, bitch. Curved me. But it was my fault. But like, he always said, like, bitch, you will be a bitch that I always come back to in Orlando. I was like, okay, cool. You'll be a nigga that forever could trip on me. Like, but when I tell y'all, that nigga was like so fucking caring. Like, he was caring. I feel like me being me who I am now, I need to bring that back. Let me go pull a greatest child with that damn YouTuber boy. Let me stop. No. But yeah, like, he was, yeah. Yeah. If you got a trick, it ain't gotta be a trick. You got a good nigga. Yeah. But yeah, y'all got a good nigga on your team. Keep him, bitch. Don't lose him. Now, also too, like I said, my baby daddy, when we first started off, like, he was doing the same thing. Nigga was paying good as fuck, like. But my baby daddy versus him, like I said, he was like 3 to 5 a day. My baby daddy was like bands a day because he was selling dolls and he ain't had no cash up at the time. So he'll just be like, hey, bring me that. You can keep the band. We'll go on about your day. Give me that. Yeah, you had somebody say something? Uh-huh. Okay, cool. Like, yeah. But all that shit changed. All that shit changed. All that shit changed when our house got shot the fuck up. That's not funny. All that shit got changed when our house got shot the fuck up, bitch. It was not bands a day, bitch. It was, bitch, no. I hate that for me. But, yeah, like I said, it was different because we wasn't in a relationship versus dude. I mean, we was in a relationship versus dude. We wasn't in one. So I ain't see it as him drinking. I just seen it as, bitch, he gave me that. He gave me that, and bitch, I was just living life. I was taking care of me and him in our household because he had a house, I had an apartment. Me and my mom was staying together, and she eventually moved out, so I had that apartment, and then he had this house. But then I told her she can take over the apartment. I moved in the house with him. Then, like I said, our house got shot up, so we just moved to the apartment and moved my mama out. And yeah, life was just great after that until we broke up, and then now we back together. So yeah, clock it. But y'all, that's all the video for today. Of that time I had a trick at work that I met. Yeah, clock it. So goodbye.